Yeah, definitely pollution is terrible for the world. It can mess up a lot of things like the environment, just like trees, for example. We need oxygen from them, and pollution destroys them, so therefore we could die in the end.
See, I don't think about pollution that much, personally, honestly, but I mean, I've always heard, I know that the main thing that we can do is stop driving cars so much, is like the biggest thing we can do to cut down on pollution. And I know that, I feel like the trend is to help the environment more than it used to be, probably in like the 90s and stuff, where it kind of moving in that direction. So I feel like for the most part, the world is changing in a good pace, but I don't really keep up with all this, so I don't know exactly what is all happening, but I believe that that the world that we're starting to figure
the environment.
I don't know, maybe it does some harm on the atmosphere, and it causes global warming, and definitely, and sometimes it causes it breaks the balance of the sea animals or something, like the circle or something. And I mean, it's kind of bad. So.
Okay.
And it's hurting our environment, and I think that it's definitely something that we should combat now before it gets any worse in the future, because once it gets bad enough, then I mean, there's nothing you can do about it at that point.
Do I say it? Pollution is harmful to the environment and it destroys animals and nature.
Well, I guess my opinion on pollution is yes, it is actually quite bad. As I'm actually an econ major, so I have an interesting idea about pollution. The issue with pollution is that it's tied to what people consider as being a general consumption, and the issue is that since it really isn't in anyone's individual interest to actually not deal with it, it makes it hard to come across actually positive ways to actually fix the problem. It doesn't mean it's not a actual problem to have. There are definitely a lot of things that if you go to China, honestly most major cities, even in the US, you can go and you can breathe the air for a week and it'll clog up your nasal passages, which is definitely not good. So it can also cause other caustic issues with your body, just due to carcinogens and, well, not carcinogens, but other things that will affect you long term. So I guess the biggest question of the day is how to come up with a good way to create incentives for people to want to solve the problem of pollution in a real and applicable manner. So.
Pollution sucks. I wish that everybody on Earth would start doing their part to keep things clean. And we would go to alternative energies and get rid of oil products and all non-renewable sources of energy.
It's awful and irresponsible. I don't know where else to go from here.
What do you think we can do with it?
Do with it?
Yeah.
Or do about it?
About it.
Good grief, that gets deep. Personal responsibility is probably a good start. Better implementations of recycling programs, reuse programs.
That's good.
I'm tapped this late in the day.